Okay, boys and girls, so I'm going to have a look at the maths page with you for people who need help, okay? Or just want to know how to get started. So, the topic for today is a giant pizza competition. How fun! Oh my goodness, I love a giant pizza. Although I live on my own, it'll be a bit greedy, I think. So Barry the baker wants to enter a giant pizza competition. He has bought the following ingredients to make his pizza. So you can see the ingredients that he has for the base, which is the bottom of the pizza, and then all the toppings that he has. And you can see that they are written in grams and kilograms. Okay? And your first task in number one is to write all of the ingredients shown above in decimal form. So you have to write them as kilograms. Now, we know that there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. This means that when we're writing those amounts as kilograms, we need 1, 2, 3 digits after the decimal point. Okay, if the last one is a 0, we can exclude it. However, this is a tip that helps. Okay, so when I'm looking at, for example, corn, 800 grams, I would write that as 0.800 kilograms, which is the same as 0.8 kg. Okay? If I was looking at something like the peppers, it's 80 grams, okay? Now, it's important that I don't write the 80 here because then it should be the same as the corn and we can and it's not the same, okay? So 80, remember there's 1, 2, 3 digits after the decimal point, so we need to put in a 0 here, 0, 80. Okay, so it's 0.080 kilograms, which is the same as 0.08 kg. Okay, so you can write it like this or like this. That's just two examples for you. Okay, moving on to number 2. What is the weight difference between the flour and the tomatoes? Now, difference, when we see the word difference, we think subtraction. Okay, I would encourage you to use the values that you have here in decimals for your calculations. I like the calculations when the amounts are in decimals. I think they're a bit easier. Number 3, what is the combined weight? What does that mean? The combined weight of the corn, mushrooms and onions in grams and then kilograms. Combined means altogether. Okay, so you need to add up the weight of the corn, mushrooms and the onions and write the answer first in grams and then in kilograms. Number 4, which ingredient is 1/5 of a kilogram lighter than 1 kilogram? For that one, you have to think, what is 1/5 of a kilogram? We had it yesterday. Can you remember how many grams are in 1/5 of a kilogram? If you're not sure, remember to find a fifth of a number, we divide by 5. And then you can find out which ingredient is that amount lighter than 1 kilo. Number 5, again, we have a question with combined weight. So to find the combined weight, we add those ingredients together. Number 6, Barry only used 4/5 of the mushrooms. What weight of mushrooms was left over? That means what weight of mushrooms did he not leave? Think about what fraction of the mushrooms did he not use? And that will make it easier to find out the weight of the mushrooms that he did not use. Number 7, he had to buy an extra 1/4 of a kilogram. Can you remember how many grams are in 1/4 of a kilogram? He had to buy an extra 1/4 of a kilogram of corn for his giant pizza. What would be the actual weight of corn used in total? So you have to think about the corn that he had originally plus the extra corn that he bought. You can't just write plus 1/4. You have to figure out how many grams are in 1/4 of a kilogram. You should know that from our maths facts. Number 8. the pizza sauce needed 1 kilogram 480 grams of tinned tomatoes. What extra weight of tomatoes did Barry have to buy? So if you look back up at the ingredients, you can see how many kilograms and grams are in that very large tin of tomatoes. Okay, and then you can find the difference between what he had and what he needed. Again, keyword difference. Number 9, if a regular pizza is 1/5 the size of this giant pizza, so the giant pizza is 5 times bigger than a normal pizza, what weight of the following does Barry need when baking a regular pizza? So he only needs 1/5 of the amount that he uses for the giant pizza. How do we find a fifth of a number? That should be a clue for you. And then the challenge is, what is the total weight of the ingredients listed at the top of the page? Okay, again, you can use the ingredients as they're written here, but if you've been careful and you've written them correctly with the decimals, I'd probably go with the decimals. Remember, the trick is with decimals, when you're adding numbers that have a decimal point in them, make sure the decimal points are lined up one under the other, and that will ensure that place value is conserved. Okay, I hope, boys and girls, that you get on okay with this word problem page. Word problems are always a bit tricky. I find that children generally find them a bit tricky. I think you really need to just think about the problem in a practical sense and think, does your answer make sense? Okay, also be careful with your calculations. Best of luck!